Okay, Mattia.
Here we are.
Bene. Mattia, Monza, every year for Ferrari, sees the team right in the middle of the media eye. Had the result in Spa and finally taking that win in 2019, had it placed more anticipation on the team, or had it eased some of the pressure slightly?
I think that both comments are right. I think when coming to Spa first and Monza after, we should not remember that on the very first half of the season, no victory for Ferrari. So we started with quite high expectations in winter testing. I think we missed few opportunities like the one in Bahrain, eventually Baku, and few others. And we just went into summer break having a very bad race in Hungary, where we finished 6 seconds off the winner. And when coming into Belgium and Monza, and we knew that these were both circuits were on fast tracks, long straights, this would have been our opportunity. So we got quite a lot of pressure. So the pressure was certainly good because of the win in Spa, but we knew that Monza would have been another great opportunity for us. And certainly, let me say, the victory in Belgium raised the pressure, but as well the fact that we knew as Ferraris that those two races were key for our championship. So the pressure certainly was there. We should not forget that between Spa and Monza, which was a back-to-back, we celebrate our 90 years of Scuderia Ferrari in Milan, Piazza del Duomo. So that was on a Wednesday. So we had the victory in Spa, Wednesday, Piazza del Duomo, and straight after was Monza. So certainly when coming in Monza, the adrenaline was very high.
And Monza's massive pressure for Ferrari anyway, every year, regardless.
Yeah, certainly Monza is Monza. I think that on our objectives of the season, Monza is certainly, if you need to win a race, eventually is the one of Monza. Because it's the temple of the speed, because it's Italy, because somehow that's part of our DNA. And then Monza was important. And certainly for us was a very significant race, no doubt.
And for you as well, your first Italian Grand Prix, your first Monza race in charge of the team. Obviously, you've been there countless times, raced so many times there with Ferrari over the years. Did it feel different this year? Was there more for you personally?
Certainly different because of the responsibility, but as you said, not the first time as Ferrari being there. I think I feel it important as the entire team felt it important. I think that the drivers got the pressure as I had, but the entire team, and I think we all came there very, very focused. And the fact that somehow, as team principals, there are so many things that you need to do and to somehow to take care. And after Spa, straight to Milan, Piazza del Duomo, and then to Monza, you do not have time to realize, and you do not have time somehow really to know that there is an entire nation which is behind you in Monza. And lucky, I think you simply do not think about it. So you arrive in Monza with plenty of tasks. You're focused, you're concentrated, and that somehow is good.
And for all the team as well, I imagine, to pull on that red shirt in the morning and leave the hotel and arrive at the track with all those fans there. And as you say, coming off the back of the win in Spa, everything that was happening in Milan with the 90th anniversary celebrations. How do you keep your team? How do you keep all of the guys and girls that work for you? How do you keep them calm, keep them focused?
I think that the team was very focused, and honestly, I think the team, when it comes after a victory like the one of Spa, you are as well, I think your morale is very high, you're boosting. So I think that the team was very focused, and the team knew the responsibility we got, but knew as well that it was important for us, and I think that everybody was very concentrated at that time.
And we go, of course, to the drivers, the most visible element of the team. After that event in Milan, can that kind of thing get to a driver? Can it spur them on? Can it take their focus away? How did Seb and Charles react to events like that?
Maybe start from Charles. I think Charles obviously got the victory in Spa. It was a difficult weekend for him because of the loss of his friend, Antoine. So I think he reacted very well. He got a fantastic drive in Spa. Defending the position, doing really a great race. And then I think coming to Monza, he knew that he got the possibility to win a game. He knew because he was feeling well with the car. The car was fast on that type of circuits. Then he went to Piazza del Duomo in Milan, so all the fans somehow chanting and celebrating. And I think he got really a lot of enthusiasm. But the type of enthusiasm that knowing that he could win. So I think really when coming to Monza, and for him as well, was really try to be as soon as possible in the cockpit, try to race as soon as possible, because really I think he was really looking forward for a great weekend.
And for Sebastian as well, obviously been to Monza many times as a Ferrari driver now, knows the expectation, knows the pressure. Is it a kind of weekend that really picks him up again, knowing that you guys had a car that was capable of winning that?
Yeah, I think that him as well. The Spa weekend was not perfect for him on the race day, but he was feeling comfortable with the car. Since he's in Ferrari, never won in Monza, and he knows how important it is. So he was really looking forward to the weekend as well. I think it was important for him to try to win because of Charles somehow winning in Spa, because of him winning as a first time with Ferrari in Italy, and being comfortable with the car. So I think that the expectations on his side were very high. For him as well, I think being in Milan again with all the fans really celebrating and chanting his name, he was very, I would say, excited but focused and really keen in looking forward for the race itself.
Before you'd started running in the weekend, knowing how well you'd gone in Spa, did you allow yourself to think about victory at all, or did you have to draw a line after Belgium and almost start again for Monza with zero expectation?
No, I think that when you are Ferrari and you know that you can be competitive on such a race, I think really you think that there is an opportunity to win. And as I said at the start, I think this one of the best opportunity for us in the season and the ones that you cannot miss. So I think it was more a matter to make sure that we would have done what somehow we were expecting, because the winning was not, let me say, a surprise in Monza. It was really something on which we were looking for and we hoped.
When did you realize through the weekend that Spa wasn't going to be a one-off, that actually you guys weren't just competitive, but you could fight for the win on Sunday?
I think that very soon on Friday morning, FP1, is true that in FP1 and FP2, normally we've got different programs between the teams. We've got, eventually, you don't know what the others are really doing, so you cannot compare. But I think on Friday, when the drivers are coming out of the cars, they got somehow a smile because they are feeling well the car. The setup is all right, good braking stability, they can attack corners. I think that when you got that type of feelings, you know that somehow the weekend can be great. And but you know as well that then it's a matter of qualifying, being reliable, performing the entire race weekend, managing the drivers. So the exercise was far to be finished, but certainly on Friday, I think we got already the good feeling.
Excellent. Well, I know the folks are going to watch the replay of the race. Everybody knows what happens during the race. But I want to talk to you a little bit about what happened after the race with Charles. As you said, he'd taken his first victory in Spa, but it had been such a hard weekend for him, losing Antoine. To win in Monza in front of the Tifosi on that incredible podium. How was he after the race when you finally got a moment alone with him to talk with him? How did he handle it all?
I think it's the moment that you can never forget, that for him certainly, and it was certainly happiness, satisfaction. As first, I went and see Seb myself. For me, was the first thing I did. I think it was important to stay close to him. I think he has been unlucky in the race itself. He did a mistake, but he was somehow driving fast. He was recovering eventually position. So I think it could have been a great weekend for him as well, being on podium. So the first reaction I had was really to stay close to Seb. But then I went and to see Charles, and Charles has been in Spa the youngest Ferrari driver winning a race. In Monza, somehow he has been as well as the youngest having to win in Formula One on the first season at his age. So being so young, so I think for him after eight days after Spa, another win. So I'm in Monza with such a podium and such a celebration. So I think it was fantastic. So for him was really happiness. And when you are like that, I think it's type of moment you always remember.
And what about for you, as you know, the head of this team? As you said, it's not just fans of Ferrari; it's a whole nation that expects. And for you, leading the team as an Italian, winning in Monza for the first time, your direct responsibility must have been a wonderful emotion.
It was a wonderful emotion, no doubt, and I think each time, even now, remember it, I think it's nice and a great emotion. But I don't think it's a matter of responsibility and my role. I think it has been as great as I was in Monza years ago when winning with Michael or as a driver. So I think whatever is your position, your role in Ferrari, winning in Monza, I think it's a great emotion.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for reminiscing with us, Mattia. Thank you for taking the time. We really massively appreciate it. And yeah, folks, enjoy the race replay. Mattia, thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you.
Grazie. Ciao.
Ciao. Bye.